I mean, it's true. It is true, though. We do have the exact same body type.
And we are recording.
Oh, damn.
Woo. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Hot Stove Podcast. This time, it is Hot Stove After Dark, Episode 2. I'm your host, Zach, and I'm here with my co-host,
Connor. Screw you. We just going at the same time?
Yep.
All right. That's Mark. I'm Connor. God bless America.
It's the opposite, because you two go at the same time, and then Josh and Austin have a standoff every episode to see how.
Dude, Josh, did you hear what I just heard? Do you know how soft it is for Connor to do it that way? To go, oh yeah, I guess you beat me. That's Mark, and I'm Connor.
Yeah, that was very soft.
It was
kidding me.
Probably the epitome of soft, but that's Austin, Josh.
That was Tyronn Lue levels of soft.
Stop. We're not going to do that.
That's what Tyronn Lue has more than you, Mark.
Literally just hiring a head
NBA
coach
Finals.
so you don't get flamed for having the real head coach be Chauncey Billups.
Stop.
Signing right there.
We're not doing this tonight.
Yeah,
We're talking about how bad Tyronn Lue is as a head
Stop
coach.
it. I'll mute you.
He's only there so he can get stepped on by Kawhi for about 3 years, and then people are going to realize he doesn't actually do anything, and then he's going to get fired.
If anybody wanted to know, I muted Austin.
I'm not muted.
Well,
mute him again. Keep muting him.
Okay, well, we are joined by a special guest who keeps turning his video off. So,
Yeah.
Here I am. Apologize.
Yeah. Why don't you introduce yourself to the beautiful 6 people that are watching?
All right. Justin Russo.
That's true.
There you go.
Graduated with a couple of these guys on here. Just figured I'd pop in, maybe throw a little bit of knowledge out here and there. And I don't know, just we're ready to roll. So
yeah. Funny of you to assume that anybody on this show actually has knowledge about anything.
Oh, what are we talking about?
I don't even know what that word means.
Let's have some respect here. I mean, what are we talking about?
Anyways,
What are we talking about?
as this is an After Dark episode, it's time to kick back, grab your beverage of choice, put on your favorite Zoom background.
I wish I could.
The Infinite Void, Derrick Henry, or Mandingo himself. And we're going to talk shop. So today's episode of After Dark, we're going to be bringing back a couple of old segments that used to exist back in the old times when we had a studio to go to. Before we made the great decision to become a podcast. We're going to bring back the Heatbreaker category. Or not category, the Heatbreaker segment.
Wait a minute. I asked you if we were doing this, and you said no.
Well, I said maybe.
Confidential.
Because when you brought it up, I thought about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll ask you guys, it's Halloween. Well, it's not Halloween. It's October 15th. 16 days until Halloween, right? I don't know. Has anybody been doing anything to get spooky?
Yeah.
What is it, Connor?
I've been hiding out in my front yard at night, trying to see if anyone sneaks up to my front door.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you going to do if that happens?
barrel stuff them.
Apparently, Connor's had a little bit too much to drink already. Can't even form sentences.
I can't tell you what I'm going to do because that would make you all accomplices.
Josh, you said you're doing something. You doing something?
Yeah, I watched a spooky movie today.
What'd you watch?
What movie?
I happened to watch Hubie Halloween.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
On Netflix. It was like bad, not great, but it was like a great glimpse at what a Sandler cinematic universe could be.
It's gonna happen.
And I'm totally with you that like eventually when we talk about Adam Sandler movies, it's gonna be like in the Sandler cinematic universe, which ones are better than others.
Yeah, the Sandler.
And I loved it. Yeah.
Wait, so does Hubie Halloween have connections to other Sandler flicks?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Really?
You haven't seen it?
No.
There's probably 3 to 4 characters that are in it that totally make nods to other Sandler films. One that actually is the exact same character.
Yeah, they're the exact same character.
Yeah, the first one's literally the exact.
One of them is the exact same character. It's my favorite cameo in the movie.
So it's literally just the Sandler verse.
Yeah.
It's a glimpse at it.
It's what could be the greatest thing because he did sign 4 more movies with Netflix now. Apparently,
Oh, great.
It does officially set up the Sandlerverse if they're connecting 2 movies.
Yeah.
it does. Yeah, no, I believe I'm with Mark. That's the next coming of Sandler's life.
Wow.
Is creating a universe revolving around him, Kevin James, Rob Schneider, and David Spade, and they will all take over.
Dan Patrick.
Yeah, and Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal's gonna make a bunch of entries.
Yeah,
What movie does the tie-in have?
The
Happy
best Adam
Gilmore.
Sandler movie.
there's a Happy Gilmore tie-in. There's a Billy Madison one, and
Is there a Mr. Deeds one?
So he knows what movies of his are good.
who?
Sandler.
Oh yeah, he knows which movies of his
Yeah,
are good. And
yeah,
which ones
yeah.
are bad.
He's not pulling in someone. He's not pulling in Pacino.
Jill
Okay,
wasn't in
that's-
there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not having him do a Dunkachino.
No, but he kind of did the same.
God, I fucking hate that movie.
I
so
will
much.
say the worst. My main slight for this movie is like watching his like that character that he does, like the mix of Boucher and like Happy and Billy, like all
Yeah.
of them mixed into one like Down syndrome man. It's
You're
great.
forgetting Little Nicky.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. So it's great to like. I don't know why. Like in my brain, it's like making fun of a teenager who has those types of elements is like funny. But then this movie, they're just kind of making fun of a grown man who's like slightly retarded or something, and it's like it hurts. Like you
Yeah.
feel so much pain that watching a Sandler movie I've never felt before. And so I was just like, wow, this movie, wow, like wow, he really
You're
went
like-
for it.
Well, you went like, wow, this guy's in his 50s now.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. And I'm like, and he's retarded. Like it's sad. It's sad to see them make fun of a disabled, fully grown man. Like that's where it got me.
The
That's
movie
what I'm
had
doing
its
to him.
moments though. There were a couple pretty funny moments in the movie.
Yeah,
My dad, my dad said it was pretty funny, but quite frankly, my dad doesn't have the best taste in movies. So,
Maya Rudolph is good in it.
Dad, I know you're watching. Don't take that as a slight. You sometimes like shitty movies. It's okay. We all do. I like
Yeah.
Anaconda a lot.
the one with
I'm a-
Ice Cube.
like yeah, okay.
And
Yeah, I was
is
gonna
that
say
John
Anthony
Voight
Anderson.
too?
It's Ice Cube,
Yep.
John Voight, and Jennifer Lopez.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah. I
I
love Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
for some reason I love the '98 Godzilla movie.
Ooh, that's tough. I don't know about that one, Chief.
I know how bad it is, and I watch it like 3 times a year.
Interesting. Okay, so we'll ditch that question because I was about to talk about a movie that none of you will ever watch and none of you care about.
Which one?
What's your biggest guilty pleasure movie?
Mine's probably Godzilla '98.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's up there.
So like a movie that I've watched a lot that's kind of bad and probably not great. Have you guys ever seen the movie Hot Chick?
Oh
Rob
my
Schneider.
god,
With
I
Rob
don't think
Schneider?
Rob Schneider is funny, so no, I haven't seen. Hot
it's awful.
I really like Hot Chick. He basically, Zach, he pulls like a Freaky Friday with what's the girl
with
from
an
The
attractive
Notebook?
woman.
With Rachel McAdams, yeah.
Yeah.
And so like he becomes a high school girl, and the high school girl starts becoming a criminal. Like he's a convict basically, and so they switch bodies, and it's to me I find it funny, but I think it has something to do with my childhood where I watched.
That sounds really, really fucking bad.
I'm trying to think of a comedy that fits into this category for me.
Connor, you got an answer?
Yeah, Bulletproof Monk with Sean William Scott.
I've never heard of that movie.
Look it up.
Yeah,
I've seen it way too many times. It is way too dumb of a movie.
you big Sean William Scott guy. You like Goon a lot, don't you?
I could go for a couple 2-3 with the Goon.
Goon is pretty funny.
You have any Percocets?
No,
That's unfortunate.
that
If I had to go with a comedy, I would say probably Balls of Fury
Oh yeah,
with
that movie's funny.
the fat guy that was in a bunch of those. I don't even think of his name, but Christopher Walken is like the villain in the movie, and he's very funny.
I've never seen Balls of Fury.
Really? Isn't it Randy? Or not Randy Quaid? Idiot.
I can't think of the guy's name. He was like fat guy, curly hair. He was.
What is he?
Jonah Hill.
No.
No,
It's,
not nearly as big as Jonah Hill.
I'm gonna look it up. But
Yeah. Christopher Walken has a pet panda. And
Dan
there's a very
Fogler.
funny bit with that. What's his name?
Dan Fogler.
Yeah. Dan Fogler.
And
Sure.
what do they call him? Guancho or Genki? does the Chinese man like call him? And when he's training him and he's like, "What you do, Gencho?" or something, or
Yeah, he calls him something like that.
some like white slur for Chinese.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's so funny.
It's like the Chinese version of Gringo.
Yeah, that's
Jeez.
what I'm thinking. It's really good. That movie, it's a funny laugh. Terry Crews is in it.
Yep.
There's
What
like
about-
a yeah.
What about Austin and Russo? You guys got any good guilty pleasure movies that you like a lot? I know what Austin's about to say, but
I mean,
he doesn't think it's a guilty pleasure. So
Hear me out. We all know I only seen classics. How could anything be a guilty pleasure?
Austin is an auteur. He only watches the best of cinema.
I mean, Nunez knows my only other option, you know. The best film I've ever seen, I'm Just Fucking With You. Certainly a
I
guilty
completely
pleasure.
forgot about that.
You know, when you're watching some movie with the boys, you always got to just tune in. You know, grab some I'm Just Fucking With You and take it for a ride.
That movie was so bad.
No.
I just don't think you got it.
Mark,
I think it was above. I think it was above your head.
Mark, when I tell you we watched it, the four of us,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't smile a single time. It's so
Yeah.
bad.
Different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
One of the best movies I've ever seen.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
I'm pretty sure it got 101% on Rotten Tomatoes.
This is just the bit now. They say it's good when it's not.
It is a good movie.
Mark,
It's
it's one to
pretty
watch
good
for sure.
I'll have to check that one
It's
out.
a
I'll-
spooky- It's in Hulu's like In the Dark or whatever the hell they're like Halloween. thing.
I'm Just Fucking With You. It's a
Yeah,
great
it
movie.
came out on Hulu last year.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Mark's in a Hulu movie.
I am in a Hulu movie. That's a
Seen
fact.
it?
That's true. I haven't seen it, but I know he's in it.
It's actually not
Movie.
bad.
That movie got me, dude. I was crying at the end of it.
Yeah, it's
About-
a good coming of age feel good story.
Cool.
All right, Russo, what do you got for me?
Yeah, what do you got, Russo?
Guilty pleasure movie.
You guys think of the Taken trilogy?
I think I think the second and third ones absolutely count as guilty pleasure movie. Guilty.
Yeah, so I mean, I've probably seen that trilogy like I don't know, fucking 10 times. Like, yeah, Taken 2 for sure. I mean,
Guy just loves hunting people down and killing them.
Which one's the one where he's chucking grenades off the roof?
that's the first one.
Is it?
No,
Yeah, I
no,
thought it was one of the
no,
best.
that's the second one.
Second one.
That's the daughter. Is
Yeah.
tossing him so he can because he's locked up there, so she can
Yeah.
like he can pinpoint her location.
That was
But
that was
yeah.
that was the jump the shark moment of the series. He was like, "You need to figure out where I need to figure out where you are. Start throwing grenades, and we'll figure it out."
Yeah.
I just thought of a series too, a series of movies.
What's that?
Transformers.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I thought those
I
were fucking
understand
good.
how bad those movies are. Outside of the first one. The first one I think is legitimately good. I understand how bad the other four are, and I will watch those any day of the week.
Yeah. Oh, me too. I mean, fuck. I love Mark Wahlberg. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You want
Yeah.
a series, Mark? How's about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Those movies aren't guilty pleasures. Those are good movies.
Love
That's debatable.
I
don't
agree.
think-
I like those movies, Zach.
Those are good. Well, Spider-Man 3 is kind of trash, but like the first two are some of the best superhero movies ever made.
Did you see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are all but signed on officially for
It's a
You know,
universe.
Spider-Man 3, yeah.
Live action Spider-Verse. That's
I'm
It's fire.
so hyped, dude.
Oh, pass ball. Ray's got a guy on second
me
here.
pass.
One out.
I gotta get another emo Peter Parker though. I need Tobey Maguire to be Spider-Man 3
No.
Peter Parker
No.
I kind of like it.
just
because Spider-Man 3 is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Fucking dancing and shit, doing the
grabbing biddies
He
and stuff?
punched
doing the
Mary
spins
Jane.
and shit.
He straight up punched Mary Jane in
She
the
was asking
face.
for it. Don't you come up in here talking about, oh, you changed. I show changed.
Mine, I didn't say it. Mine is mine's got to be the Love Guru.
Oh my
That
god.
movie fucking stinks.
Love Guru
like
is a
that?
really really bad movie
No, it's not. Shut up.
that I remember watching like with my dad, like after it came out. Like it's a childhood movie for me. And that movie
That movie's so
fucking
fucking
sucks.
bad, dude.
But I can't help but laugh at a lot of shit. Like the Quebec pizza. Connor knows. We've quoted
Oh,
this movie
Quebec
very many
pizza.
times.
It's a Pop Tart with the ketchup.
Shit's good. Fucking Justin Timberlake. Or when he's talking about the different gurus, Guru Tagamaputa,
Oh yeah, Guru Cheddar from under.
Guru Cheddar from Munda, and Guru has a small vina.
That just reminds me. Is Austin Powers still good?
Yes.
Yes,
We all,
undoubtedly.
we all agree on this, right? That all the Austin Powers movies hold up and they're still funny.
Yes,
I think so.
Okay, cool.
yes, undoubtedly.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're a loser.
Shut up.
Shut up, Austin.
Shut up, Austin.
All right.
Yes.
Opinions on the Live Free or Die Hard remake there with Bruce Willis, Justin Long.
I liked
Alright.
it.
You like that one?
I didn't see
Yeah.
it.
I think it's probably the second best Die Hard movie.
Hey, whoa. You're telling me that in a universe where Die Hard with a Vengeance exists,
Oh, I
Live Free or
forgot
Die
about
Hard
that.
is the second best Die Hard movie?
I forgot about Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Come on. Fucking
I watched that one a lot.
What are we
Sam
talking about, man?
Can't really talk to Austin. He's really only seen Kubrick films and Hitchcock, so he's
Yeah,
just a
he's-
true.
Austin's a huge 2001: A Space Odyssey guy. Just
Never
really
seen
gets the
it.
message.
Probably sucks.
It's weird, man. It's really fucking.
Austin's
weird.
a huge
I don't
But
get it.
technically,
Oh,
Nunez. What about the other guys with Mark Wahlberg? And
That movie's fucking hilarious.
That
Holy
movie's really
shit.
funny.
aim for the bushes.
Gators bitches don't wear no jimmies.
I thought it was like one of those movies that was kind of like bad, but then I rewatched it. That's a good movie.
That movie's very.
You think what I'm thinking? Aim for the bushes.
it's
Yeah.
very quotable.
Yeah, that
You ever
movie
do
is
a
good.
desk pop? You ever do a desk-
I do desk pops all the time.
I
actually.
did my first desk pop.
the
ever see-
Michael Keaton TLC bit where he keeps quoting TLC
Yes.
songs and doesn't.
I've never
realize
heard of it.
is One,
What are you talking
one of the funniest running bits I've ever seen in a comedy. Listen,
Good movie.
don't go chasing waterfalls. You did it again. You just quoted TLC. I
don't know what you're talking
They did. What the fuck are you talking about?
when he gives him he has to turn in the wooden gun and then he gives him a whistle. You go, what is this? He goes, the rape whistle. Use it if you need it. He goes, what? I can't use it. I'm an officer of the law. He goes, "No."
When he's given the like the talking to at Bed Bath and Beyond at his second job, he's like, yeah, there's been a series of rapes going on here. I want you to avoid these streets. Wait a minute, that's not for this job.
Sorry about that. All right, guys, get out there, sell some.
Sell some towels.
That's a good movie. You know what else is a good movie that people don't talk about? Another Will Ferrell movie, Blades
Oh,
of
God.
Glory.
Blades of
Yes,
Glory.
bro. That shit is funny too.
I think that would fall on the guilty pleasure.
Really, I haven't watched it in a while, so I don't know whether or not it holds up.
Yeah, I
I like
haven't seen
it,
in a
but
while,
I think I'd only like it because it's Will Ferrell. Like Austin, I'm sure despises that movie. You ever even seen it, Austin?
Yeah. It's kind of
Big-
dumb.
Big anti Will Ferrell guy, anti fun guy, really, to be honest with you.
I mean, I think Will Ferrell's just overrated. I don't understand the hype around him.
Look,
Yeah.
at least he has a reason behind it. He's not like Ross with Adam Sandler. Right.
That's fair. He's singing "My Humps" on the elliptical or whatever with the rolls.
Yeah. My favorite line from that movie is when they go to the guy's house and he goes, "Now don't step foot on the Gerber or on the Berber." He goes, "Why would we step in baby food?" It's my favorite line in the whole movie.
What's the final call or what's the final move called in that? The iron.
I want to say it's like the Iron Cross or something like that.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
I hope it's not. I'm really hoping they didn't weave in some Nazi propaganda into the movie. Right
The Iron Lotus.
the Iron.
the Iron Lotus.
I called it the Iron Cross.
It's the swastika. It's just called the swastika.
Big red swastika.
Jesus.
Clifford's move.
Anyways, anywho, that was the Heat Breaker segment. It's time to move on
Alright.
to our main, well, not our main topic for the day. We got a big undertaking coming later, but I have some NFL breaking news that we want to talk about a little bit. Le'Veon Bell, we did react to the news that he was released the other night on Tuesday's show. Wednesday's show, I guess. That's when it came out.
One of us really reacted.
Look, all right.
We were just like, oh shit.
Yeah, I may have reacted. All right. Connor, if we're being honest, so that's really what spawned it. The news broke while we were recording.
Okay.
That Le'Veon Bell was being released. And they showed the Kirk Gibson home run on the broadcast.
Yeah, I don't like that. As someone who bet the Rays, I'm not a fan of them showing that.
So the Le'Veon Bell news broke while we were recording, and I went into a whole thing about Adam Gase.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense then.
But probably one of the greatest head coaches this league's ever seen.
Oh,
yeah.
stop it. Don't say that. It is an After Dark episode, so Nunez.
Adam Gase, huge.
Whatever. Do
I
whatever you
stan Adam Gase.
This glass that I just drank this drink out of tastes like soap.
Ooh.
Nasty.
Was it tasty? What kind of soap?
The drink was tasty. It tastes like dish soap, though.
What kind of soap, though?
We have like Dawn dish soap down in the.
Is it the stuff that helps like the oil?
The wildlife, yeah.
Oil
That's
infested
a beautiful
geese and
thing.
ducks and
Yeah.
penguins and
Yeah.
I just
tortoises.
want to throw this out there. The Rays are currently going 4 outfielders. Like this is fucking slow pitch.
They do it. They do it all the time. They did it against the Yankees in Game 5.
Here
I
comes
hate
the old people. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm
With you,
Mark. I'm
I love
Mark. I liked baseball better when it was 1940.
Bet your ass I did. Ted Williams was hitting
You
400.
weren't even alive in 1940, young man. You don't know what baseball was.
You don't know me.
So yeah, guys, I'm really surprised that he went to Kansas City. You know what? I really really thought he was going to go to Miami.
Wait,
Just
is it official
for-
that he went to Kansas City?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just for the fact that he has a better shot, I think, at getting more time there down in Florida. And then the tax situation. There's no income tax down there, and
here we
his
go.
contract would be worth a lot more. And so I just think that he would have gone down there, and that would have been, as far as monetarily, the best decision for him. But I mean,
Sure.
obviously he wants to win, and that's what he most cares about most. I don't really know how much time he's going to get there, but we'll see.
You gotta respect a vet who doesn't care about the cash.
That's the agent talking in Russo.
Well,
Talking about the money.
If I was his agent, I would have told him Miami, but it's
Austin,
not what you focus on all the time. So
Austin brought it up. Apparently, Miami was the only. Austin, you want to bring this up? Miami. What was Miami's contract situation here?
Well, they have like 19 million in the cap still. Apparently, they were going to offer him more than both the other teams, and going to be the only team to offer him more or offer him a 2+ year deal.
So just clearly he just wants to win at that point.
Which
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
hey,
What a
I respect
sellout.
it.
He's a sellout.
I don't know that going to Kansas City gives him that much less playing time, to be honest with you, either. I don't think Clyde Edwards is like a 3-down back guy necessarily, especially with Le'Veon Bell there. And I mean, obviously more than with Myles Gaskin, I guess, but I assume that the workload is going to be pretty similar because Breida and Howard aren't cutting into his shares at all in Miami, anyways. So it's just going to be a 2-back committee either where he goes. I think honestly, it's going to only help him because Kansas City is so unique with play calling with 2 running backs often. So
Yeah, and they're just a good
last
offense.
year. That too.
Simply put, yes.
If you're on the
But it-
field for 35 more snaps a game than
To be
Miami,
fair, Miami's offense ain't been bad this year.
no.
Miami is not a bad team. Like, they're just not a bad team.
I brought this up on the last show. I said Miami. It was one of our buy or sell topics this week. It was basically buy or sell. Miami is in a good spot to play spoiler at the end of the season.
Like, they have been in multiple close games, and I think they have, like Fitzpatrick. I mean, he is who he is, but they
trying
have,
to say?
I mean, he is who he is. Like,
That's
it's
true.
just right. Like, there are going to be some
Yeah, he's
games
good.
where he plays like shit, and there are going to be other games where you're like, wow, this guy could start and on half the teams in the league. So, but I think they're a good team. Like, I don't think they're a bad team at all. I mean, same thing with the Chargers. Chargers are fucking 1-4, but they're a good team.
All right.
Like,
Let's just
They'll come
pause
out.
it. I'm sorry, pause it. Carlos Correa just hit a walk-off home run. bitch.
Oh, you're ahead? See, this is why I hate Spectrum, because I'm on an app here because they don't give out boxes anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, go off, King. Go off.
So I'm off the Wi-Fi here, and it's only 1-1.
1-1.
Top bottom of the ninth. One ball, one strike. He
Oh,
hasn't even.
I thought he said that was the score. I was like,
No. So it must be on this pitch.
Oh, my apologies for spoiling it for you then.
No, that's okay. I mean, good thing I didn't. Oh, there it is, right there. Oh, that was a bomb. That was like 420 feet.
All right. In the meantime, I'm going to switch over to FS1 to watch NLCS Game 4.
I just switched over.
I don't know about you guys. I'm just watching a woman twerk on Instagram Live right now, so that's where I'm at.
What the hell are you going on about? You care to show me what's going on here?
Oh yeah. Well, now some man has looked at the. He's realizing what's going on with, I assume, his woman, and he's now left for this woman to continue to. Well, come on,
I
get
can't
in
see
there.
it because of the back.
Did he beat the woman?
I think she's just going off. This woman's just going off right now.
Well, that's really surprising because Nick Anderson's been solid all postseason.
I love how the guest is the one trying to reel us back in.
Justin Russo, he's a businessman. What can I say?
He's a pro.
Well, the damn Astros just never go away. Like
They don't. They really don't. That offense is.
I mean, if they took it to a game 7, like I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
And Nick Anderson is good. But yeah, with the Le'Veon thing, like, look, man, we're not going to get into the fact that my head has been on fire the last 3 hours.
About Adam Gase?
No. As a Clyde Edwards-Helaire fantasy manager.
Oh, is that why you tried dumping him to me?
I didn't try dumping him. I tried an actual trade.
No,
It
that was
wasn't
a
dump.
bullshit trade.
It wasn't.
You're trying to take Josh Jacobs away from me.
Just because I had Josh Jacobs in it doesn't mean it was bullshit. Anyways,
It does.
no, it doesn't.
And Johnny Smith.
You're just a retard.
Yeah, that guy's trying
Johnny
to
Smith.
that same guy's trying to rob me, Connor.
No, I'm not.
Fucking insane.
Johnny Smith and Josh Jacobs. What are we talking about? For Michael Gallup?
It wasn't just Michael Gallup. Okay, we're gonna move on.
Dude is legit just trying to rob people out here. Blind.
I don't like this. All right. I'm gonna mute both of you. There, you've been muted.
Nunez is just mad that I.
Why do you keep trying to mute people when we can just unmute ourselves?
Nunez is mad that I was
Edwin Rios just hit a ball to the moon.
I was falling in the rankings.
You're ahead of me.
Nunez thought he was gonna wipe the floor with me, and just upset game. What are we gonna say?
Yeah, Miga, it's only 1 ball, no strikes on my TV.
I'm watching it on
Jesus.
cable, and he's ahead of me.
I'm also
I
watching.
tell you, she just keeps going up and down and up and down. I don't know what the hell you guys are watching.
Look, Ma, no hands.
I might have to. Let me just.
All
right.
Okay. Well.
I mean,
Anyways.
this game's over, right? I mean,
I think Josh has disappeared.
I might have to go take a little
Oh,
bath.
He
my
go take
God.
care of business.
Josh, let's.
Taking care of business.
We got one more major segment to get to, and then we
Okay,
can go
get
take
to
a-
it then.
All right. So this is the meat of the show.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about bringing back old segments. We're going to play a game tonight, and this is going to be our main segment of the show. Now, it's going to take a little bit. It's a long game, all right?
Trivia.
No, I don't have any trivia this week, or this time, I should say. We're going to play a little game of Guess That College.
Hide and
Oh,
go.
boy.
The game has returned. We have 24 names
Oh,
here,
jeez.
split up into multiple categories. And the way this is going to work, I don't want it to be anarchy, right? Like, we have to make this presentable for an audience that wants to watch it. So
Correct.
what we're going to
Utah
do,
State.
stop. I'd like to have it as civilized as possible, similar to when we do our trivia, right? Like, don't just start shouting things. Politely be like, hey, I want an answer, right?
Coastal Carolina.
I never shout because I never know the answer.
Okay, well, we are we going to decide whether are these going to go towards the trivia points?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I have my best shot tonight, so let's do it.
Okay. Give me 1 second to change a couple things.
Get murdered, Mark.
My lead might evaporate.
Let me get a reload though.
Okay. So I just updated
Oh,
it.
get in the mini fridge, kid.
We're adding Russo to the list.
All right, Mike get 0 points. I'm not very well versed in collegiate athletics, but
Well, so here's the thing, right? We've done 7 episodes of this show, and Connor still has 0 points.
okay.
So-
Okay.
You could be not last.
You can jump in front of Connor.
What do I have, like 40?
You have 23 and a
Sick
half.
son of a bitch, Mark. Wait, what do I have, like 40? Fuck you,
Pat-
Mark.
Hey,
Pat
get better
Bummer.
at trivia.
Justin, my father has more points than me on the show.
It's true.
Sure.
Wow.
Pat Fernberg has 1 point. Connor has 0.
There you
Anyway.
go, Pat. It's Daddy
Anyways,
Dickums. That's
Daddy
his nickname.
Deckums.
We'll
Yes, sir.
start here with a little bit of a softball before we get into the major categories of the night. All right, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yes,
Here's
sir.
your softball of the night.
Wait,
This-
sorry.
Yep.
Can I do I have to wait for you to finish it? Like the
Yes.
trivia?
Yes.
Yeah,
Hey,
Dog.
okay. Jesus.
you have to wait for me to finish. All right. This man is an outfielder in Major League Baseball. He's a tall man. All rise. This man's name is Aaron Judge. Where did he go to college?
He didn't.
Connor. Connor, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Okay. None of these are
Yeah.
trick questions, by the way. He did go to college.
Oh, I thought he didn't. Fuck. Okay. My bad. That's
Fresno
0. That's
State?
negative.
Mark is correct. Aaron Judge went to Fresno State.
God damn it! That's literally what I was about to say.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
everyone had
clown
Fresno-
college. So
Everyone had Fresno State on the tip of their tongue.
Good, but it was a
Wow.
baseball question, so I had to second guess myself.
All right. So the very first category of the night, we're going to do This Week in Sports News. So it's a combination of players who played in the NBA Finals, are playing currently in either of the Champion Series in baseball,
Billy Russo.
or have some NFL news related to them in one way,
So-
shape, or form.
In this one, we're guessing player.
No. I'm giving you player, you're guessing college. That's the whole
Oh,
game.
okay. Oh,
Guess
okay.
that college.
I thought you were moving. Okay, my bad.
So we'll start in the NBA. These next few players are a few players who played in the NBA Finals. Very first one, man who plays for the Lakers. Quite the busy man, quite the much maligned man on Twitter. Shooting guard Danny Green. Where did Danny Green go to college? This is my favorite part of the show, is watching everybody be quiet because they don't know. I'll start giving hints if nobody has an answer.
Washington State.
That is not correct.
okay, Clay.
Take a hint.
Yeah.
The hint, he went to school in the ACC.
Did you go to Duke?
Negative.
Boston College.
He did not go to Boston College.
Clemson.
Not Clemson.
Florida State.
Not Florida State.
UNC. No clue.
Justin Russo is correct.
Whoa.
Danny Green went to the University of North Carolina.
Ah,
Tar Heels.
this guy.
Go Tar Heels. Now Russo's on the board. He officially has more points in Hot Stove Trivia than Connor. Anyways, next player from the Miami Heat. This man is a flamethrower. That's why he's on the Heat. His name is Duncan Robinson.
Oh my God.
I
It
don't know what D3 school he went to.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, fuck!
I'm
I
asking
just
for the-
saw this the
For
other
the
day.
D1 school he transferred to.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what D3 school he went to.
Michigan.
Connor is correct.
yeah.
Duncan Robinson went to the University of Michigan, and Connor's on the board.
Tying
you go, bud.
Russo.
Connor has his very first Hot Stove Trivia point.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Next up, back to the Los Angeles Lakers side of the court. Another shooting guard, another man who's been the subject of many meme on Twitter. This man is Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Kentucky.
Negative.
University of
Memphis?
Miami.
You're both wrong.
I actually thought he went to Kentucky.
A lot of Wildcats in the series, Mark, but not him.
It's true. Not him.
Kansas.
Not Kansas.
Duke.
Yeah.
Not Duke. Not traditionally a basketball school he went to.
Alabama.
Not Alabama. Good guess though.
LSU.
Not LSU.
Auburn.
Not Auburn. You're just thinking of football schools. You're on the right path.
Yeah, I mean that's
We haven't heard anything from Austin. Austin, you got anything?
No.
Okay.
Texas A&M.
No. I like how you guys are just zeroing in on the SEC.
Texas.
Not Texas.
you said football school, so
Yeah. I wouldn't call them a basketball school.
so can we get a hint?
It's in the SEC.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Arkansas.
The Gamecocks.
Not would you say South Carolina?
Yeah.
Negative.
What SEC
Florida.
school are we missing?
I know, that's what I'm trying to think.
Who said something?
Florida.
Not Florida.
Shit.
Arkansas.
The
I
Gators.
said
Not Arkansas. You guys have named like all but one SEC school.
Yeah, I know, and I can't think of what the other one is.
Georgia.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the University of Georgia. Contavious Cole-Pope.
I got a koozie on.
alumni. Good thought there. All right,
Oh, a little air.
our last NBA player here. Back to the other side of the court from the Miami Heat. They call him El Capitan. He's been on the team for 15 years at this point.
Ah, fuck.
Udonis Haslem.
Kentucky.
On the right track, the answer is no. I'll say similar to KCP, not known as a basketball school. Actually, that's not true. They were known as a basketball school in the 2000s.
Florida.
Correct. Udonis Haslem went to the University of Florida.
He
Gators.
he didn't win the national championship with them, did he?
I don't. It depends on when he went.
No, that was after him.
Okay.
Well, I thought they won one early in the decade too.
They went two for in 2003 and 04, right? Back to back
He might have been on one of those teams.
with Joakim Noah.
Joakim
Yeah,
Noah
but
was later
he's
in the decade.
significantly older than Noah and Horford.
Joakim Noah was on the 07 team that won the title.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's when they went back.
yeah,
Was
yeah,
07,
yeah.
08.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. But all right. All
All right. All right, who wants to take a pick? We're either going baseball or football for the next two.
Go baseball.
All right. These two players have been in the baseball news. They're not necessarily both, but we'll start with a guy who's playing in the ALCS currently. He's on the team that just won tonight. Their third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Ooh.
What's you?
Yeah, Mark got it right. I mean, we did. I'll take that one off because we had this conversation.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. Anyways, Alex Bregman went to LSU. Fun fact.
You did.
Anyways, our second baseball player here, a man who's in the news because he's the certain AL Cy Young winner this year, possible MVP, Shane Bieber. Where did Shane Bieber go to college?
Good question. He didn't.
TCU.
Not a trick question. And no, not TCU.
Mississippi.
Nope. West Coast.
UCLA.
Nope. On the right track, though.
Cal State
USC?
Fullerton.
Not Cal State Fullerton. What'd you say, Josh?
USC.
Not USC.
San Diego State University.
Not San Diego State. I will say it's a branch of the University of California.
Berkeley.
Not Berkeley.
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara is correct. UC Santa Barbara. That's why I said Russo was on the same track with UCLA. Mark has got another point. And we are on to the two footballers in this category. First one here in the news for some negative reasons this past week. In that the team that he plays for got walloped on Tuesday night. The man the Bills paid a first-round pick for Where did Stephon Diggs go to college?
Oh, bro. Good question.
That's a great question.
Wisconsin,
Not Wisconsin. Same conference, though.
Nebraska.
Not Nebraska. At least I think it was the same conference. Let me make sure.
Guy doesn't even know the answer.
Purdue. Purdue.
Not Purdue.
Indiana.
I was correct. It is in the same conference as Wisconsin. Indiana is not correct.
Austin, what do you got? Quiet on this.
Nothing. I just don't like shouting out wrong answers.
Oh, here we
Shut
go.
up, Austin.
Except every time you yell at Carl Crawford.
Correct.
Alfonso Soriano. Ah, shit.
He did, Michigan State.
Nope.
Michigan.
Nope.
Oh,
Colorado.
you were giving a little smirk, like maybe it was the other one.
Colorado.
Colorado is not in the Big Ten.
Ohio State.
Not Ohio State.
It's not, but I don't even want to say it.
Then
Not it.
Say it.
No, he did not go to Penn State.
He did not go to Penn State.
I'm just trying to eliminate. There's 10 of them, boys. You've gotten like
The
6.
Big Ten actually has like 14 teams in it.
Yeah.
What? But there's 10.
Yeah. Kind of like how the Big 12 has like 8 teams.
What the?
You got a little hint or no?
That hints that he's a Big Ten team.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Boise State.
Boise State is not in the Big Ten.
I don't know who's in the Big Ten.
Not a particularly good Big Ten team. I'll put it that way.
Damn it. I should definitely know this. And I just
Iowa.
don't.
Austin guessed Iowa.
Oh, it's not Iowa. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Minnesota.
Nope.
Iowa State.
Iowa State's in the Big 12.
Minnesota State.
Minnesota State, I don't think is a D1 school.
Northwestern.
Not Northwestern.
Maryland.
Thank you for process of elimination. Stephon Diggs went to the University of Maryland.
Boo.
His college ball.
Okay.
And the last one of this week in sports news. He's in the news as of late because he's now, presumably, if Adam Gase has a fucking head on his shoulders,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
the starting running back for the New York Jets. Where did LaMichael Pirine go to college?
Conference. Please.
SEC.
What?
SEC,
LSU.
not LSU.
Texas.
You say Texas?
I have no idea where this dude went to college. I'm just gonna
Florida.
Was that you, Russo?
Sounds
Yeah.
like that's right.
Correct. He
Yeah.
did go to the University of Florida. This man played his college ball under who's the coach in Florida now?
Wasn't he good in Florida too?
Yeah. He was like
Bet
a
he's a
4th round
bum.
pick or something like that.
He's a bum.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he's a bum.
He's a
Right.
bum on a bum team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he just sucks, dude.
Can't wait for Frank Gore to finally be unleashed.
Yeah.
Frank
Fucking
Gore's
How old
better
is he now,
every
like
fucking week
35?
this season.
Frankly, I can't really wait for Frank Gore to be old Yeller.
How old is Frank Gore?
35,
5,
6.
maybe older. He's like 17 years in the league. He might be like 37, 38.
Own it.
Old. Anyways,
Very.
next category 2020 NFL breakouts.
He's 37, by the way.
37. These are players who have made a name for themselves this year in ways that they haven't beforehand. Now, this one, I cheated a little bit. He kind of had his breakout last year. He was one of those guys that we said for a while was good, but had never started to be good. And then last year, he was good. Devontae Parker, where did he go to college?
Yikes.
No clue.
Oklahoma State.
Negative.
Alabama.
Nope.
Oregon State.
Nope.
Canadian
seeing
Conference.
him in red.
The conference is the ACC.
Louisville.
Probably didn't see him in
Austin.
red then.
I'm sorry, not Austin. Mark is correct.
He did
Devontae
see him
Parker
in
went
red.
to
I
the
only said that
University-
because Justin said red and you said ACC.
I was like, you know what? I remember seeing him in red. Fuck.
I'll give you a hint.
But I don't know all the teams and all the conferences, so I'm like, shit.
I'll give you a hint.
Up.
I just got rid of James Robinson off the list because he went to Illinois State, and you guys would have never gotten that.
I would have gotten it.
Every single other person on this list went to a Power 5 school.
Yeah.
It's just an important note. Okay.
Tulane.
Tulane, not a Power 5 school.
North Dakota State.
Maybe not.
Stop.
You're Power 5.
Wyoming.
Anyway, next
all right.
one. This man just had rookie wide receiver, just had a 4-touchdown game
Ah,
for the Pittsburgh Steelers. What college did Chase Claypool go to?
Notre Dame.
Oklahoma.
Austin got it
Oh.
right. Chase Claypool went to Notre Dame.
I knew that.
Little old independent action. All right, next one. Again, kind of a breakout last year, but he's shown that it wasn't no fluke. And even though Jameis Jones is his quarterback, Darius Slayton has been able to show out this year. But what school did he go to?
Connor.
I'm working on it.
This is why I didn't choose Sterling Shepard, because we know he went to
What?
Oklahoma.
I have a jersey of Sterling Shepard.
I know. What'd you say, Austin?
Google it, Connor.
No, sir, I will not Google it.
Soft.
Power 5, eh?
Yep, Power 5 school.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Not the Dogs.
I'm gonna go with the Gamecocks on that one.
South Carolina?
Yeah.
It is not South Carolina.
North Carolina.
Not North Carolina either.
East Carolina.
Well, they're not a Power 5 school. So
By the way,
South
fuck them,
Carolina.
They lost me a lot of money.
you see that North Carolina is
Auburn.
ranked 5th in the nation?
Auburn.
He did go to the University of Auburn. Shout out to Darius Slayton.
Respect.
All right, these last two, they're running backs who have made their name this year. The first one, some would say Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in football. Some would say it. I don't know as if I would, but some would, right?
Sure.
Well, this man has come in and filled in very admirably for Christian McCaffrey. What school did Mike Davis go to?
He seems like a Pitt Panthers guy.
He did not go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I kind of get that Big Ten vibe from him, Austin.
Well, Pitt also isn't in the Big Ten. So
Yeah, like coal miners. I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. Coal miners, down to earth, run the
No,
ball.
actually, I get ACC vibes from him.
I can tell you he's not from the ACC.
Oh, so he's just trash.
Some would say he's from the best division in college football, best conference in college football.
Oh, so
South
he's-
Carolina.
all right, so
Josh
he's-
got it right. Mike Davis went to South Carolina.
One of these was
Gamecocks
bound to be
fly.
the Gamecocks.
We love those Gamecocks.
Mike Davis went to South Carolina. And the final one for 2020 NFL breakouts. This man almost had his job thwarted by Le'Veon Bell. He is a second-year running back, finally making his way, pushing Jordan Howard off the roster. What school did Myles Gaskin go to?
The Ohio State University.
He did not go to the Ohio State University.
He strikes me as a Florida guy. Did he go to the U?
He did not go to the U.
Does he strike you as a Florida guy because he plays in Miami?
No, bro. He was wasn't he was West. He was out West.
Maybe.
USC.
He did not go to USC.
Was he maybe in the mountains?
That
Possibly.
like the Mountain
Oregon.
West.
Talking about
We
West-
go Washington.
Connor got it right.
In the
God
West.
damn it. That was going to be my next guess.
Myles Gaskin went to the University of Washington.
Was he there with Jake?
Eason? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Go Huskies.
not with the better one,
Browning.
Jake Browning.
Jake Brown. Oh yeah, Jake Browning. Yeah.
Where is that guy, eh?
Dead somewhere.
That guy's a bum.
We're gonna flip the script here, and we're gonna go category number 3, golfers.
That's elite.
Oh,
I have
love to see
5
that.
golfers here. I'm gonna ask you guys where they went to college.
He only had one before, and then I was like, "It's Matthew Wolf, isn't it?" And he
I know
took
for a
Matthew
fact
Wolf
I would
off the
get-
list.
That's true. What do you got there, Josh?
Russo's going P.
Nice.
I didn't even ask for it. Got a little deliverance.
Nice.
Is that a?
All right, so here's our first golfer.
That looks like a frenzy straw or a spoon.
I don't know. So I don't know anything about a golfers.
Oh, mixer.
So I don't have anything funny to say about them. First golfer, Jim Furyk. Now,
Stanford.
reminder, I did say everyone moving forward went to a Power 5 school.
Stanford.
He did not go to Stanford.
Texas.
Did not go to Texas.
Did he
Oklahoma
golf at
State.
Alabama?
He did not go to Alabama. What'd you say, Austin?
Said when in doubt, guess Texas for golfers.
Yeah, that's exactly why I did it.
None of these
went
guys
to college in the 70s or something. Like,
none of these guys that I have listed went to Texas.
Yeah,
Can I get a
Jim's
little-
really a geezer.
Florida
Speed.
State University.
Not Florida
Yeah.
State.
what conference?
Yeah.
The conference is currently known as the Pac-12.
Oregon.
Nope.
UCLA.
Nope.
Washington.
Nope.
Washington State.
Nope.
Oregon State.
Nope.
Arizona.
Correct.
Yes.
Damn
Big
it.
Jim.
If that wasn't it, I was going Arizona State.
That's what I was.
Jim Furyk played his college golf at the University of Arizona.
Big dick.
Next
Jim.
up, Kevin Kisner.
Oh,
I don't even know who
the
that
kid
is.
went to he's a
Georgia.
Bulldog, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's right. Kevin Kisner went to Georgia.
Oh, what the hell?
Don't even know who that is.
Rigged for money.
He's a
The
guy in
kids,
foreplay.
baby.
He's a guy in
What?
foreplay all the time.
Russo, what are you drinking there?
I have a high noon.
Are those good?
No.
They are yet. Oh, yes, they are. They
No.
are. I will never buy anything else. at this point.
I have one in my fridge and I haven't drank it.
Overpriced.
I have a watermelon one.
They are overpriced. Yes, it was
start
$11
sipping on
for
it,
a
dude,
4-pack.
Jesus.
And it's only
Overpriced.
4.5%. I was expecting at least a 5, but they're excellent.
Huh. What'd you say, Mark?
I said start sipping on it.
Ah. I gotta be sober enough to play host.
No, you
What?
don't.
So no one really hosts.
Not
Like,
an
all you just gotta do is hit end recording and just call
Show
it.
hosts itself.
Well, I am the host of the show, so
He's reading.
Oh, here comes Daddy Dickums.
lick nuts. I am the host. All right.
All right, man, dingo.
You mean this guy?
No, I'm talking about you. You got a fucking hammer.
That's not true.
He does.
Mr.
I've
Horse
seen it.
Guy?
Oh yeah, this dude's fucking swinging around. It's like a fire hose down there.
He's got the Sully trot working.
He's got to tape that thing to his fucking inner thigh to keep it steady. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus. Anyways, next golfer, Matt Kuchar. Kuchar, however you pronounce it.
Kuchar.
You had it right.
Kuchar. Matt Kuchar. Matt
Kuchar,
Kuchar.
another one that went to college in 1964.
Yeah,
Penn
bro. I don't
State.
even know who these people are.
What?
What'd you say, Josh?
Penn State.
Nope.
Notre Dame.
Nope. Power 5 school.
Florida State.
Not Florida State. Well, I guess Notre Dame's technically in the ACC and everything but football. So
Power 5. I mean, all right, let's just play process of a limb. Like,
Just go through every single Power 5 school until we get there.
Stanford.
not Stanford.
dogs up. Georgia Dogs?
Nope. I'll tell you, he went in the ACC.
Oh, Louisville.
Nope.
North Carolina.
Nope.
Duke.
Nope.
Clemson.
Syracuse.
Not Syracuse or Clemson.
Did someone say Florida State?
I did.
Pitt.
Nope.
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 Georgia Tech.
Mark is correct.
What the fuck?
Matt Kuchar went to Georgia Tech.
I'm done with this dog shit.
Let me check something real quick.
Unbelievable.
Check it. Fact check it.
No. I haven't fact checked. I'm looking up something else.
Oh
Jack
shit.
Dorsey it.
The next golfer is Webb Simpson.
What the shit?
Didn't he?
Didn't you rape someone?
No, that's not right.
Well,
Cambridge, Oxford,
He's
No.
not English.
Webb.
Yeah, I don't think he's English.
he went to an American college. That's all I know.
Oh, he is.
Who
an
is this?
Webb Simpson.
American. Yeah, you're right. He's American.
Yeah.
He's not that old,
Did I get a
actually.
conference?
Is Cambridge in the Power 5?
No.
The conference is the ACC.
Oh, Louisville.
Florida State.
No.
Pitt.
No.
Duke.
No.
North Carolina.
No.
Don't let him name all 10 or 12 or
Clemson.
100.
Not Clemson.
He went to Syracuse.
Nope.
Fuck me.
Notre Dame.
Nope.
Georgia Tech.
No.
Boston College.
Georgia
No.
Southern.
Not
Wake.
Georgia Southern.
Appalachian State.
What did you
Wake.
say, Russo?
Wake.
He did go to Wake Forest.
That's the only fucking school
Fuck.
that wasn't named. Jesus.
Marcelo
Anyways.
Zuna just tied up the game.
That's true. They just
Oh
tied
my
the game.
lord. See you later. Jeez, that was an absolute bomb.
That's true. Marcelo Zuna just murdered that baseball.
Yeah, he did.
This lineup, quote unquote, fucks.
That's true. That's what I've heard.
I'd hit it.
I heard Nunez fucks.
No, I don't.
He
That's
does?
true.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. He's got a hog down there. He's got
Dude, with a fucking beluga whale cock that he has. Yogi.
I bet you it couldn't fit in that water bottle he has.
It's a mirror behind him.
You know this water bottle is a 32 ounce, right?
You're packing more heat than that.
It's true.
Anyways, we got one golfer remaining while Connor molests his dog.
Yogi. You gotta get in the camera. There you go.
It's Yogi.
Ow.
Hey, don't lick the mic.
Lick the mic.
Eat
Why
the
you lick-
microphone.
Yeah,
Why you
lick them.
licking the mic?
Austin, why you yelling into the mic? Got a
Jesus.
fucking weird beard.
Weird beard.
All right. Anyways, our last golfer, Gary Woodland.
USC.
No. I'll
This
tell you
is
what,
one I know, and it pisses me off that I can't think of it.
Big 12 golfer.
Not a,
Big 12 golfer, that man, Gary Woodland.
Gary Woodland?
Yeah.
I'll just wait for everybody to name out like 10.
Never
the
heard of
12.
him. Who's in the Big
TCU?
12? Give me some colleges.
TCU.
Nope.
Kansas.
You are right, Mark.
Fuck!
Gary Woodland went to the University of Kansas.
I think
Big
I think he played basketball there too.
You said that earlier.
Yeah, I know he was a really good basketball.
Oh, so the fix is in? He knew the
No,
answer
so
earlier?
This is what happened when I was looking it up earlier. I said I was looking at a list. Basically, I'll share the screen. I was
The
looking
fix
at
is
a
in.
list. I was looking at a list
It's rigged.
of golfers that went to D1 colleges, right? So looking at this list here. And when I got to the bottom, I shouted out Gary Woodland, wherever he is. And I didn't say where. I just said Gary Woodland. And Mark said, "Oh, I think he played college basketball." And I went, "Okay."
You're going kind of fast. Are you sure you don't want me to read all those people?
I mean, oh, God, I forgot about. Yeah.
Oh no, he He attended Washburn on a basketball scholarship his freshman year. Then he transferred to Kansas on a golf scholarship.
I see.
Well,
There you go.
That makes sense.
Last and final category. Back to the baseball here. We have 2019 MLB All-Stars who also played in the College World Series. There's 3 of them.
Coco Crisp.
Stop. There's 3 of them. All 3 of these players played in the College World Series, and I'll start with the first one, who was the oldest one to do it. This man, second baseman for the New York Yankees, DJ LeMahieu.
Oldest?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So you're asking what college you went to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the point of the fucking game.
Hey, relax there, buddy, okay?
oh
I will
man,
blow up your entire apartment complex.
Cap.
Watch me.
LeMahieu. Hold on.
Come on, Yankee boy. Come on now, Russo.
Western Wyoming,
No, I told you there were Power 5 schools.
LSU.
Eastern Wyoming.
Russo was right.
Hmm.
DJ LeMahieu played in the College World Series for the LSU Tigers in 2009.
Stud.
Next one, second baseman / outfielder, primarily an outfielder at this point in his career, for the Kansas City Royals, Whit Merrifield.
South Carolina.
Mark is correct. Was that the one you were thinking of earlier, Mark?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Mark said, I know one of them.
I think I'm pretty sure he's an all-star. So
Well, Whit Merrifield went to South Carolina and played in the College World Series in 2010. This one, the
Okay.
most recent one,
Show me a little more downtown.
the only pitcher on the list.
yep,
Little more crap.
this is who I was thinking of.
All right, Mark, you are exempt from answering.
Oh, fuck off, Mark.
The only pitcher, well, Mark is also 20 points up on number 2.
Mark, text me the answer right now.
The only pitcher on this list.
$5.
The only National Leaguer on this list. Where did Walker Buehler go to college?
$5, Mark. Text me it.
The Dodgers.
No.
That's not a phone, Mark. That's a beer.
Let me take a sip of my beer, Christ.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, freaking Vandy gang.
Yep,
He is correct.
For
Walker
fuck's
Buehler.
sake.
I was in the process of opening my phone.
Damn, if Mark would have just sent like UCLA or something to Connor, and then Connor's like, I got it! And just so blatantly yelled it out, Mark's like, you fucking idiot. They've been the best.
Yeah, as
Thank
soon
you.
Well,
as
if I got it wrong, you would not have gotten the
Buehler
$5.
pitched for Vanderbilt with Dansby Swanson and Carson Fulmer. And
Duh, Josh. Stop being so dumb.
He was part of that loaded Vandy team.
yeah.
You're a soft fool.
Yeah.
Who's a soft fool?
Also, I have no idea why I knew so definitively that Whit Merrifield went to South
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah, I was.
Josh, you said you were going to text me about Thursday Night Football last week. Go fuck yourself.
I did?
Oh, after I let you spend 2 nights at my apartment?
Oh, here we go.
You did?
You would watch a very good game together, watching the Bears lay the smackdown on the Bucs.
Fuck off, Josh.
Yeah, it was
Dude, that
actually
was
a terrible
honestly
game.
like, oh my god, I was so surprised at that game. But
Ain't no way to
hey,
be surprised. The Chicago Bears are good at football. All right.
no, I know
I-
they're not that bad, but
I'm gonna have to
like,
disagree with that one, but it's
Well,
okay.
you're a Nick Foles hater, so
Well, I'm every player on the Bears hater besides maybe Khalil Mack. They all suck.
I'll
That's
say
why
they're
you should accept-
probably
my trade.
not the worst 4-win team right now.
No,
well,
probably
they
not.
played. Okay, so you got the Giants. They barely beat the Giants.
Who's the worst 4-win team right now, Josh?
Buffalo, right? Don't Buffalo have 4 wins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Stop.
Buffalo or Pittsburgh. One of them.
Well,
I'd say it's Pittsburgh. I think Buffalo's way better than Pittsburgh.
we literally just had the conversation the other night as to whether or not Pittsburgh was the best team in the AFC. So
Well,
And
I
no
don't
one
have-
else agreed. You brought it up.
Yeah.
Me, Mark, and Austin said they weren't even the best team in their division.
Yeah.
No
right, okay,
way,
in that
bro.
case, they're the third best team in the AFC.
I have them as like 7th, probably. I
We
think they're
joking?
garbage. I don't think they're good at all.
Apparently 7th is garbage, by the way.
It's mediocre.
That's in the playoffs is what that is.
In the
16
AFC. Oh,
Sure,
now.
there's also 16 teams, so 7th out of 16 is very mediocre.
Austin's just a hater. All right.
I don't know what there's to love about the Steelers so far this year. That they've been mediocre? Sure. I guess.
Austin's
I
a
don't-
hater.
I don't know. I honestly don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think I'll ever get it.
That's fine. Continue to hate.
Hey, I was born a hater. I'll stay a hater.
Fucking hater.
Who loves anything about these 4-win teams, right? I mean,
Yeah,
what-
fuck
what
the
is there to
Packers.
love- What is there to love in Buffalo? What is there to love in Chicago?
I think every team sucks.
Thank you.
Okay, Austin.
Actually, that's kind of fair. Actually, 4-win
We could go
teams-
down that route right now. I think every team is bad.
I like to see it. Some passion.
Well, Mark,
Yeah, let's hear it.
what were you gonna say?
No, I was Nunez. Said
Oh,
everything
you were saying,
stinks,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
called him your name. You see,
No, I mean, I just hear me out. It's just the Steelers and the Raiders for me. Those are the two teams that I feel like getting too much hype. I don't think the Bears are getting too much hype because I think everyone knows they suck. Right?
yeah, that's fair.
But I think the Steelers are getting these like weird, like they're gonna win the Super Bowl vibe from a lot of people.
Well, if Nunez's stat was right, the last time they started 4-0, they did win the Super Bowl, correct?
That's true.
78 was it?
79.
I'm gonna go
I
bet
guess
that
78.
actually.
You guessed 78 because they went 4-0 in both 78 and
Yeah.
79.
Yeah.
It's funny actually.
And they won the Super Bowl both years, by the way.
What are you gonna do?
What are you going to do?
Wow.
Yeah.
You got another segment here?
No.
Conor McGregor just like
Oh,
obviously coming out of retirement. Like,
Actually,
we knew that was coming.
Everyone knew
so he
that
can
was
make
gonna
a-
happen.
Yeah.
make
I
another
did
100
expect
million.
him to retire.
actually, let's talk about that.
Let's
Let's
not.
talk about some. Well, I actually wasn't even going to bring up the Connor thing. I had some other UFC news that I wanted to talk about. Actually, Connor, was it you that I was having a conversation with about the state of the UFC bantamweight division and how I felt that they were giving Aljamain Sterling the raw deal by not signing his fight with Peter Yan?
Possibly.
So
I mean, I agree with you, like 100% on that, though.
I was real scared that what they were going to do was wait for January and give TJ a title shot when he came back.
Oh, I hope not. I hope TJ Dillashaw gets euthanized, as I've said on air before.
Yeah, he said that on live radio, actually.
I did.
Um,
No regrets.
Oh boy.
There really
Um,
shouldn't be any controversy to that.
well, luckily enough, I guess by way of injury, because Kamaru Usman had to pull out of his December main event against Gilbert Burns due to injury. The UFC earlier this week put pen to paper, and the co-main event in UFC 256 ? The December pay-per-view is going to be Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling for the bantamweight title. So I'm excited.
Very true.
I
What's
like
the
that.
other co-main?
The main event is going to be Amanda Nunes versus Megan Anderson.
I
Love a
see
good
you're looking
bitch
forward
fight.
to that card, Zach.
What is that?
I see you're looking forward to that card.
Stop it. Okay, let's put that bit to rest.
No, we're not putting it to bed. You said that you do not like
Yeah.
watching women fight.
It's not a bit. So
Let's put this bit to rest.
It's not a bet.
I'll say it.
I said one time as a joke that I
It wasn't
didn't
a
like
joke.
watching women fight.
Wasn't a joke.
I
Connor
believe it
has
was completely
continued to
serious.
drive that into the ground since then, when it's not true.
I don't know. I love watching women fight.
It's
Nunez.
just so technical, you know?
Nunez. If I died on my
Completely different
tombstone,
ballgame.
I would put Nunez hates women's UFC fights.
Unsurprisingly, right? I don't automatically assume that just because women are fighting that it's going to be bad.
Sure. Sure.
Shocker. Good fights are good fights and bad fights are bad fights.
Right.
Good fighters are good fighters and bad fighters are bad fighters.
Right, Nunez.
Just
I
happen to
agree,
think
Nunez.
that
I
there's
think
a
women
single
should be
good women
fighting
fight.
men. Good
Stop.
fighters are good fighters.
Stop.
Manny Nunez should be fighting Francis Ngannou tomorrow.
Stop. Stop.
I just
Not going to do this. not.
If she
good.
took the proper hormones, sure. I don't know.
The hell is
Look.
wrong with you people?
Can I at least say, I mean, hey,
No.
hey. I mean, this is outrageous. I'm saying that Amanda Nunez has a better shot against Chris Naganu than Ty Lue has a chance of being a good coach.
Okay, we're not doing this. We're not going into this conversation.
Do it, Austin.
Okay.
I'll end the show right now if we start talking about that.
Oh, come on.
Ty Lue?
Right when the
Big Ty Lue
controversy
guy?
happened, you turn it off.
What?
Wow,
Are you- what is
After
this?
Dark audience already knows I'm a big Holly Holm fan. I'm a big Woman Fighters fan. I love watching them circle the ring.
that's true. Austin
Oh my God.
on
You guys
record.
are terrible.
Austin on record loves women fights.
A lot of you. You guys
Holly
are
Holm
all-
fights much more than Nunez.
Stop.
What is your Ty Lue love? What is your I stand Ty Lue? What is this? What does this take?
I'm not saying I stand
Dude,
Ty Lue.
I
Not
heard Nunez in the bathroom with Ty Lue earlier going, unreal.
Ty Lue just yelling, "I'm a baby back bitch" the entire time.
No, Nunez went down, and then they just had to rerun LeBron's high school highlight video, and Ty Lue could just finally get off.
Ty Lue wish it was LeBron that stepped over him.
With no compressions back in those days.
Yeah, no,
Just
just looking straight up his shorts.
Like that time LeBron legitimately pulled his dick out on national television. So, it was pretty funny, actually.
It's not even that big.
Yeah, y'all see Nick Saban's got COVID?
good. I'm glad Nick Saban has COVID.
Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa!
There's a serious
Whoa!
conversation to be had here about the incredible mishandling of college sports and COVID by the entirety of the SEC.
Well, yeah, because all they care
Florida.
about is the revenue that they're going to
All they care about is packing the fucking stadium.
Yeah,
Let him play.
Well, so does Ron DeSantos, but
Ron
That's
DeSantis
fine.
is a retard. All right.
well, all right.
Point blank, Ron DeSantis is quote unquote retarded
Why is he
As-
retarded? Because he
you
wants to
quoting?
open his state back up?
because he want. Okay, we're not doing this right now.
No,
As
we're
a
not.
college
But I'm.
play-
But I did like the college is definitely that's all they care about is the revenue that they're going to
ladies
generate.
and gentlemen,
Like,
welcome to the
imagine,
Hot Stove
like-
political special.
No. Like, just imagine like if they didn't play. I mean, their endowments are like through the roof, but still, like
I
they
think-
care more about the revenue that they're going to generate than the players themselves. Like,
Which is
okay,
horseshit.
everybody else fuck off and go home, but you guys, you football players, have to stay.
I think
Like-
I'll agree with Nunez when I see one of these kids bite it. Okay, until that,
Which
Let
we
the kids
know
play.
that that's
Josh
very
rooting for
unlikely
an
to
athlete's
happen.
death, not above him.
But they have an absolute disaster on their hands if a collegiate player ends up dying because they
God forbid.
contract the virus.
Josh,
if that
were you rooting
happens,
for
that
Jose
changes the
Fernandez
game.
to crash that boat.
I was glad afterwards. That's not okay. I can't. I don't
Okay.
want that.
Stop.
Scratch that from the record.
Stop. No, because I don't edit these.
Yes.
So
Just thinking here and laughing.
maybe if you don't want something to be on the record, don't fucking say it. How about that?
All right, then I'll stand by it. Jose Fernandez was a scumbag,
Okay.
cokehead piece of shit. How about that? We'll stand by it. Double down on it. Let's go. This is not safe for work. Hot. You taunt me, I go right back.
I hate
I'll
this.
backdoor cover that.
I hate this.
But yes,
I
it
actually
is.
was actually in a death pool, so I won a bunch of money on that.
Jesus. But it is
At
a
the under-
problem.
Had the under on 26 and a half of the age that Jose Fernandez would die.
Yeah, let's just say it was an inside job.
Yeah.
What do we got for time here?
Anyways,
We got
Yeah.
9:30.
We got plenty
anyways.
of time.
We're going until 3.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's damn right we
I
are.
was just thinking about wrapping it up.
Why, Nunez? We didn't finish our UFC talk. I thought.
I also didn't get my my FanDuel lineup of the weekend.
Okay. Can we have some fucking structure moving forward, please? Then if we're gonna do this.
Can we talk about how not actually talk about it, but how Bryce Wilson is throwing a gem against the Dodgers right now?
He is. That's
Yeah,
true.
he is.
Shout out to Bryce Wilson.
Pretty pathetic, don't you?
Did better than Kyle Wright yesterday.
Yeah, I thought his stuff looked pretty good.
Was it me or is Kershaw's hat disgusting every time he takes the mound?
It looks pretty nasty.
Yeah,
Is
he's
it
one
just
of those
me?
guys like Rick Porcello who wears one hat for 6 years straight.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Connor,
Yeah.
let's do this UFC talk. What do we want to talk about?
Dude, what did you want to talk about? You said you wanted to talk about the UFC. Let's talk about it. My
Well,
man.
really, it was just about the
Conor.
Fury and Aljamain Sterling fight.
Oh, well, you got Conor coming back.
Yeah,
Conor.
finally. They're looking to do it at AT&T Stadium.
In Dallas, right? That's
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
is that what the UFC is looking to do, or that's what Conor's looking?
That's what Connor wants,
that's
and
what-
Poirier there, whatever, however you say his name.
Poirier,
Likes
yeah.
the looks. He likes the looks of
You
it.
said it's close to home, yeah.
Well, you know
So,
Dana's going to like to do it because they're going to be able to have people there.
That's
It's
true.
A battle. It's a battle. It's on. Let's do it.
That is,
Did you see who Connor already said was next?
yeah, Pacquiao.
Danny
I'm not,
Pacquiao.
I'm not
think it's-
giving that any light of day. I mean,
No, I am.
it'll probably happen, but I won't give less of a shit about it.
I am.
I'm excited for it
100%.
already. Get this UFC fight over with.
I am 100% just on the fact that I think it is retarded for him to bounce from MMA to boxing back to MMA, just like bounce between the two.
Because
Listen,
at this
hey,
point,
I hope he throws a kick,
Hey.
a head kick at Manny Pacquiao.
It's all about the money.
if
Come
we have a
on.
real conversation here for just 1 second. about
It
Conor McGregor.
is.
Conor McGregor, I don't think is interested in being a fighter anymore.
No, he just cares about the millions he's going to make. No matter who he fights, when he fights, how he fights, he's going to profit millions.
Sure.
So he can buy his Lamborghini freaking
I mean,
speedboat and run off with his hot wife and his wonderful child.
Adorable.
And his shit
I think
whiskey.
that-
Adorable child.
Children.
I
Children.
think that's kind of tough, like for a guy who gets in the ring with other men for the idea that he might just get rocked.
No,
Say
no.
that he just isn't in it for fighting.
What I'm saying is he's not interested in the fight game anymore. He's interested in the money game. If he were interested in the fight game still,
He would have never.
he would have
retired.
fought more than once in 2020.
But are you saying that he no longer wants to fight?
No,
Or are you just
obviously,
he's just strictly in it for the money?
obviously, I don't think he doesn't want to fight. Otherwise, he wouldn't be fighting in January,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, if Conor McGregor is the kind of person where if he doesn't want to fight, he won't fight.
True.
It's very simple. What
No.
I'm saying is, I don't think, like, in the way that, like, I don't know, a lot of other fighters are like in it to fight and to like keep fighting and be active and whatnot. Connor's not in it for that anymore.
Who else did one of these where they would retire and they'd come out and fight and
Every UFC fighter, every boxer ever.
like
Yeah.
a big name though. They used
GSP
to-
do it?
GSP did it.
Mhm.
George
Yeah.
St. Pierre did do it.
Yeah.
Did
Anderson
Pacquiao do it?
Anderson Silva did it.
This will be Pacquiao's like comeback fight.
which is
After he robbed Jeff Horn. Or did
he
Jeff
hasn't
Horn
fought
rob him?
since
No, Jeff Horn robbed.
he
him.
hasn't fought since that fight.
I mean,
Yeah.
Mike
Where he
Tyson.
murdered that man and lost.
Yeah, Tyson's doing it right now.
Mike Tyson could be broke. We don't know. He could just need money.
I'd be willing to bet that Mike Tyson isn't currently broke.
Yeah.
Well,
He used
who
to be
knows?
broke. He
I'd
made
be
his money.
willing to take the opposite bet.
Thanks, Austin.
I
He
know.
spent all his money on food.
And weed.
And didn't Mayweather do it? Didn't Mayweather announce a retirement for a while and come back?
Yes, I believe.
He didn't fight in between Pacquiao and McGregor.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of fighters to do it.
I'm not saying it's intrinsically a bad thing. I'm just saying I don't want to entertain. I'm just saying I don't want to entertain the whole Conor Khabib 2 thing if Conor's not actually interested in fighting in the UFC anymore.
as the resident boxing guy, I'm glad he's fighting back.
I also, on a larger scale, liken this to, and I'll explain myself. Don't yell at me automatically. I'll explain myself. Liken this to when CM Punk tried his hand at MMA.
Oh, you bastard.
Let me explain myself.
I'm just fucking around. Go ahead.
This is how I know, right? Like, I don't think in the first place Connor was ever interested, as much as he talks about it, has ever really been interested in like actually honing his skills as a boxer. Because if he was interested in that, he wouldn't automatically just jump the line and fight Floyd Mayweather, a fight he had no chance in. Literally zero chance.
Yeah.
It's similar to when CM Punk started doing MMA, right? If CM Punk were interested in actually being a fighter and not just interested in being in the UFC and cashing a check, CM Punk would have gone to an amateur circuit and like fought some guys, done the Greg Hardy thing, right? Like Greg Hardy jumped the line a little bit. He had like 2 or 3 amateur fights before he got to the UFC, but at least he did it. CM Punk jumped the line. He jumped from the WWE to fighting Mickey Gall, who's no world beater, but he's like a fringe rankings kind of guy, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. And obviously, like I said, McGregor's doing it on a bigger scale. He's, one of the biggest stars on the planet. But
Whiskey isn't very good.
It's just more difficult for me to take it 100% seriously when I know that like his goal with this fight in January isn't to like fight for another UFC title. It's just to cash a check and then go fight Pacquiao.
Yeah, I mean, and actually I'll save it because I think Connor will know more. Oh, there he is.
Yes.
Connor, correct me if I'm wrong. McGregor's a boxer, right?
He was
Yeah.
prior to meeting John Kavanaugh and Owen Roddy, his 2 MMA coaches. He was strictly an amateur boxer out of the Kremlin Boxing Club.
Because
or the Dublin Boxing Club, not the Kremlin.
I think it was the
Kremlin.
Because
Out in Russia.
That's the Irish thing.
Yeah.
If you're a fighter that comes out of Ireland, you're a boxer.
Yes, sir.
Like, that's it.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm not surprised that he wants to jump into these fights like Mayweather and Pacquiao, because he knows that deep down, I think it's the opposite. I think McGregor could have been a better boxer than an MMA fighter, because that's just the way he was brought up. And that's where, like, that's where his true allegiances lie, I think, is in boxing and not MMA.
I think it's interesting. I think it's worth having the conversation too. And maybe we can do that on a different episode of Hot Stove. When talking about the UFC, particularly, like Conor McGregor, even though he's the biggest star in the history of the sport, I don't think it's fair to assume that Conor is even like a tier 2 fighter when it comes to like greatest fighters of all time.
I mean, he had his run.
Yeah.
He had his run where he was like he guy.
Wasn't active. And I mean, there's something to say, obviously, that he was the first double champ, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whatnot. But if I remember correctly, he hasn't been active enough. I don't know how many title defenses did he make in total?
0.
0? Like
0.
legitimately 0?
0 for both 145 and 155.
Yeah.
Vacated both of them?
No. Well, yes. As soon as he won the 145, he went up to fight RDA, but RDA dropped out, so he fought Eddie.
Beat him.
Beat Eddie, became 155 champ.
And then moved up to fight Nate Diaz, right?
Fought Nate Diaz for no reason. Neither time for the belt, and then he got stripped.
Yeah.
Right before he fought Floyd, he got stripped of both belts.
Right. So.
Well, I think Max was already the champion before he fought Floyd, but yeah.
Yeah.
How many fighters would you put in your tier 1 category then?
Maybe like 4 or 5. Oh, let's have this conversation right now then.
Okay.
Because I think it's worth having, right?
Yeah.
GSP.
Yeah.
GSP. Are we counting steroids or no?
It's the John Jones question, isn't it?
No, it's the Anderson Silva question too.
So if we're doing, see, here's the thing, right?
I'm going to say yes.
I would put John Jones in my top tier, so I would have to put Anderson Silva in my top tier.
Yes. Okay.
So my tier 1 would probably be excluded to GSP, John Jones, Anderson Silva, Amanda Nunes,
Ronda Rousey.
not
No.
Ronda Rousey.
No.
Certainly not Ronda Rousey.
Big fan of Zach just putting Amanda Nunes in there to cover his ass.
Yeah.
It's not.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You guys
Before
proceed.
DC or Stipe, yeah. So like, well, that's
Probably DC 5.
Yeah,
and if
that's
not
what I was thinking.
DC, and you wanted to cap it at 5, I would see an argument for
Holly Holm.
for Khabib. Jesus Christ. Khabib. Stop. Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Okay. Okay.
Guy's a
Real
loser.
quick.
Yeah.
For all the listeners that we have, just
All three of
picked
them.
up some Vizzy hard seltzers.
Yeah.
Strawberry kiwi, unbelievable. Takes White Claw, truly, whatever else is out there, puts it on its face.
I've seen the
New
commercials
hard
for it.
seltzer.
Are they good?
You guys should get sponsored by them.
This episode is sponsored by Vizzy Hard Seltzer.
There you go.
There
You
we
should
go.
Let's email the company and see if we can get Hot Stove sponsored by Vizzy.
The last episode was sponsored by Fanta, so maybe we can do it.
Was. That was
Get a
big
little
hit for
swipe
us.
up going.
Yeah.
Nunez 20 for 20% off
20% off Vizzy right now. Nunez 20.
on your Drizzly delivery.
Yeah.
Do we all
20%
get our
off.
own 20% off code so that's just free?
I don't know if we can do that. It would probably just be Hot Stove 20.
So Nunez,
Okay.
who are you putting as your 5th in the tier 1?
Khabib, he said.
If you wanted to restrict it to 5, right?
Yeah.
I would probably say Khabib. Probably. There's an argument to be had for DC. There's an argument to be had for Demetrius Johnson. There is an argument to be had. That's about it, right?
I mean,
For Conor McGregor?
isn't there an argument that Stipe is the better heavyweight than DC? How
Yeah.
would Stipe not be in this argument?
Just overall credentials over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Stipe to me is the greatest heavyweight of all time, but DC also has his light heavyweight resume.
Yeah, I think I would probably slip DC in there instead of Khabib.
You know?
I mean,
I
that's
think it's
just
too
me,
hard
but-
to cut weight classes.
I
I feel
think
like you'd
I've-
have to go like a top 2 or 3 of every weight class. It'd be too hard to just say like this guy's
Nunez.
better.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to do Khabib Conor in my tier 1. Just the trendsetter, just what
Yeah.
he accomplished.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't. Sure, he didn't defend either belt, but he went out of his way to make fights happen. Though, at that point in his career, now he's a prize fighter.
Yeah, I would say, but that at some point after he won those belts, he stopped going out of his way
But
to make
don't
fights
you think-
happen.
Don't you think Khabib's kind of becoming a prize fighter?
Well, yeah,
Wait,
I would say
talking,
so,
yeah.
yeah, you're right. But I also think there's something to be said that Khabib, for my money, and we've had the conversation on the show, for my money, Khabib is the most dominant fighter in UFC history.
Okay. GSP became a prize fighter as soon as he came back and fought Bisping.
Yeah, well, he only fought once.
That's true, but
Yeah.
he's still looking. He's only 39.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying look, Conor's not the first fighter to do it. He's certainly not the first fighter to become a prize fighter.
It's been long storied in the history of combat sports.
Right.
Now I'm talking just UFC alone, though.
I mean, look, Conor wasn't even the first person to do it in the UFC. I'd reckon. I mean, I don't know too much of my UFC history like that, but I'm certain we can find dudes that did that kind of shit. Like Dan Henderson, for example, the latter stages of Dan Henderson's career, like fighting dudes, getting his ass kicked, and just being there. You know?
You want to talk about a prize fighter? How about Cowboy?
I was about to say Cowboy.
No, Cowboy is
I
not a
don't think
prize
you can
fighter.
call that. Cowboy is legitimately just a gamer.
Cowboy is just the worst fighter in the UFC history.
Cowboy will fight literally anyone and everyone. I think that's the opposite of a prize fighter.
No, I think he's a prize fighter because he keeps getting good fights, even though he sucks. You know.
Okay.
He's got some charisma to get those great fights.
That's almost like he's,
Trash.
okay. Yeah, correct.
He's just old.
I mean, ever since he beat up that little kid,
Stop.
I just can't look at him the same.
Stop.
Yeah.
Elia Quinta isn't that young.
Dude, he just abused a child. And we're
And a
just gonna let it
Canadian
slip.
nonetheless.
We're
They
just
don't
gonna
fight.
let
Elia
it
Quinta is not
slip.
Canadian.
The L.I. Kenta is not Canadian.
He's from Long
Yeah.
Island
That's what you think.
or Staten Island. One of
Carried
the-
in a
Closet
Canadian,
Canadian.
flag, man.
I don't know, man.
Nunez, it just seems like our conversations always get just dragged into the mud on this one.
I'd reckon Conor McGregor is very close to that tier 1.
Yeah, I think he's just outside of it.
I have him in.
I don't.
Just
I think
overall
he's-
impact on the sport alone.
2 out of tier 1.
I certainly don't know. I think I can say definitively that I wouldn't put Connor tier 1. I think I can say that definitively because there's at least 6 or 7 other fighters that I would put
You
above
said
him.
you weren't sure if he was tier 2.
Yeah, and that's worth considering, right? And
I
Because
think
you got-
he's automatically at least tier 2.
see, this is the thing, right? You have to weigh like impact on the sport versus like the resume itself, right?
But it's not like the resume isn't impressive.
It's impressive, yeah.
Like I said, he had that run where like a Conor McGregor fight was a must-watch fight because you knew the fight was going to last a minute and a half.
Yeah, but he's not the first guy to just knock everyone out that he sees. That's also not new.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's new, but I'm
Well,
saying
Francis Ngannou does, and nobody gives a shit. I'm
Francis
kidding. A lot of people care. I give a shit. I like Francis Ngannou.
Francis Ngannou was kind of dookie for a while. Though.
That's not true.
I mean, it's kind of true. I mean, he kind of was dookie. Wasn't he? He was like a mediocre fighter for a while there.
I mean, everybody's a mediocre fighter for a while.
And then he got snapped into shape. You know what I mean?
He's been incredible ever since he lost to Stipe a couple years ago.
He lost to Derek Lewis too. Ooh.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He won that fight for the judges, Austin.
In the most boring fight in UFC history.
Yes, he won that fight.
Yeah.
yeah,
Acuna
but here's
just
the
got
thing:
hurt.
Derek Lewis's balls is hot.
Acuna just got hurt, by the way.
Yeah, I saw. I just want to say he is so fast, dude.
Yeah. He's a very fast man.
oh.
I don't know what happened here.
Oh boy. Not good.
I think
Okay.
he
When
got
he was
hit by the
breaking his
ball.
fall. I think when he was breaking his fall.
He didn't get hit by the ball.
No, he didn't.
No. He might have just sprained his wrist or something. I thought it was when he fucking reached for the base. I thought he freaking screwed his knee or something up. But
Yeah, it might be the right hand there.
Yeah. That's what it looks
not
like.
good.
Not
Let's
good,
see here.
some would say.
Not what you'd like to see for sure.
Definitely not.
Oh, he fell. He didn't expect to fall.
Yeah, that looks like
Nunez-
the right hand, the right wrist.
Wrap up our conversation. It is really hard to like judge who's.
Oh,
I feel like if you say anyone's tier 2, especially like DC, Mighty Mouse, Amanda Nunez, like you're putting them down on another like down stage that like I really can't like. I feel like there's like 8 or 9 fighters that could be considered tier 1 fighters.
Yeah.
we
And
could be looking at a stress fracture here. To me, I mean that was
Yeah,
a
that could
hard
be
fall.
left, not the right.
It's short-sighted, I would say, to assume that it's just like, oh, it's 5 or whatever.
Yeah, no
Oh
doubt.
yeah, certainly.
And this is why I don't engage in like the singular GOAT conversation.
Oh yeah.
Like, as you all know, I hate having that conversation. I think it's pointless.
I was in sports broadcasting on Tuesday and we had to do like a talk radio segment.
God.
Yeah.
And one of the segments was like they were just having the GOAT conversation
I'd refuse.
between LeBron and Jordan. And I posed the question, well, you say Jordan's the GOAT because he's 6-0 in championships. Bill Russell has 11 rings. And you're talking about how LeBron is going to pass Jordan in every significant category, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has not been mentioned. where he's the leader in points and like just has ridiculous stats.
Yeah. Well, I think most of the people that engage in the whole LeBron Jordan dick pulling match don't give a shit.
Yeah, and they were like, "Well, we're not talking about those guys." And
They don't,
like, why
right?
not?
They don't care that Kareem has better numbers than Jordan, and they don't care that Bill Russell has more championships than anybody.
Yeah. And that's basically what they said. They were like, "We're not talking about that." And I was like, "Why not?" And they were like, "This is just about LeBron and Jordan." I was like, "If you're having the GOAT conversation, it can't just be about two people."
I agree.
It's probably Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, if we're all being honest.
Yeah, it probably should just be about one person. So
Connor left. We were supposed to wrap up this conversation, and Connor left.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, like I was
Let's get into the GOAT debate.
Let's not. Let's not. Anyways, what I was saying was, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, I think boiling it down to like, I mean, everything's really fluid with that kind of conversation, right? So that's why I'd rather just talk about like a bucket.
Mhm.
Like there's a GOAT bucket, or like a lot of people refer to it as the GOAT table.
Yeah, who's sitting at the table?
I don't think Connor's sitting at the table. That was basically my whole point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Friedrich.
I don't know if there's enough. I don't know if there's enough seats at the table for Connor to be sitting at the table.
Valid point.
That's fair. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I mean, this is a pretty opinionated thing.
That's why I'm not arguing. I'm just making facial.
But it's Derek Lewis.
Well, I'd like to hear your opinion at least. I mean, I know we've kind of gone in circles around this, but
like who sits at the table?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't know as if in my head at least there's enough seats at the table for Connor to be sitting at the table, because I personally ding him a little bit, just a little bit, for fighting twice since 2016.
Okay.
And for having a peak that was a lot shorter than a lot of the people that I would put above him.
Okay.
That's basically what it is. It's peak versus longevity is really what it is, right? Like,
yeah,
Connor has probably some of the highest highs
in
UFC history. Personally, for me to have a seat at the table, you have to do it for longer than he did. That's my whole thing. You know?
I get what you're saying. If we're putting people at a table,
it's a metaphorical table.
No, I completely understand that. It's like the Knights of the Round Table talk.
Yeah, you know, like a little Last Supper situation.
Yeah, who's going to be sitting there?
Yeah.
Connor's sitting at the table.
I don't know if Connor's sitting at the table.
GSP, Anderson Silva, John Jones, Daniel Cormier, and Conor McGregor.
No Khabib.
I don't think you can have this table without Amanda Nunes sitting at the table.
Amanda Nunes, well, not maybe as like the server. Amanda Nunes.
That's sexist.
I mean, honestly, though. I mean,
oh my
I'm really
God.
gonna put my opinion out there. I think the idea that she can't be at the table is that it's not the same sport.
It is the same sport.
Women's fighting and men's fighting is not the same sport. She didn't have to go through the same adversities that the men did. If she wants to be in the GOAT conversation, be as good as men.
Stop it.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like, I can't actually put her
literally
I cannot put her in the UFC
server.
The men's UFC GOAT conversation. There's different conversations for women's GOATs and men's GOATs. That just has to be how it is, because they're not the same sport.
They're literally the same sport.
Like Diana Taurasi
They're not.
is one of the best basketball players I've ever seen. Diana Taurasi is the GOAT of like it's just
like that's what I'm saying though.
I know.
Like,
I'm
would never say Taurasi's even better than Kyle Kuzma, right? Because she's not, but she is the GOAT women's basketball player. And those are different things. I don't know what to say. Like, you could say most. Like, one of the highest achievement UFC fighters, but like best.
I think it makes more sense for all women fighters too, because then you have an actual circle at that table of more in the right. Like
I didn't necessarily
Shevchenko,
mean to say that
Rousey.
she could be the server. She could be in the room.
Oh,
She
I
just,
took-
she
I
just
took it-
can't sit at the table.
I
This
took
is
it full
ridiculous.
sexist. I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah, you took it
Hostess?
very sexist.
I took it as full. You were just saying she should be serving men.
Yeah.
I didn't
No,
even
No,
I didn't even think you thought of it as like she's in the room kind of thing.
no, she's in the room. I was just trying to think it like they're eating like the Last Supper, like analogy, like who else would be in the room besides the five guys?
Furthermore, this goes to what Josh said. I think there's different weight class tables. Like it's hard for me to put like Demetrius Johnson at the same table as John Jones, right? Because John Jones he would kill Demetrius Johnson.
that's not the point of the conversation.
No,
The
I
point
think
is that I don't think I could put him in the same table because I don't think it's the same sport at different weight classes. I think it's a very different sport at different weight classes.
I think-
Mark Hunt is a very good heavyweight fighter. If he was 100 pounds lighter fighting
Mark
that
Hunt's
way,
not a very good heavyweight fighter.
he had a very good career. What do you mean?
no, it's not Austin.
What? You cannot say that Mark Hunt didn't have a very good career. It's impossible. Quite literally impossible.
Okay.
Also, Francis Ngannou, sure. Francis Ngannou is a better representation. He's just a more refined Mark Hunt. He would have a terrible time in lightweight or lower weight classes. That's not how the classes are fought at. Look how Demetrius Johnson became the GOAT of his class. Look how people like Francis Ngannou are becoming the GOATs of their classes. It's different. It's a different style. That's what it is. It's kind of a different sport. I don't know what to tell you.
No, you're right. You're right.
No.
I don't think there's a GOAT table for anything.
Okay.
I say we blow it up.
Great.
Let's
Well,
have
then
the GOAT rubble pile after we blow it up.
No, I mean it's not comparable to other sports, say like, basketball, where the sport is very linear and, obviously the GOAT table, you could compare all players because they play on the same court at the same time against everybody. So it's very easy to do a GOAT table in that type of sport. Same
No,
with
I disagree.
Baseball hitters, you don't really compare GOAT tables of hitters and pitchers. You don't say, is Mike Trout better than DeGrom? People don't generally do that because it's impossible to do. I think you compare Mike Trout to any other hitter because that's more comparable, right?
No, I disagree.
It's normal. I don't know.
I disagree.
Dude, yes. Now you're just trolling.
No, I'm being honest.
What are you saying? Like different eras in basketball? Is that
I don't know.
Because
I
I
don't
do
know, what am I
understand
saying?
that. Are you like?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why a lot of people shy away from GOAT conversations just because different eras as well. I mean,
I don't
Yeah,
think
I mean,
people
like
shy
right
away
now,
from
like
GOAT
basketball is
conversations
like
at all.
literally the softest era it's ever been in. But
yeah, that's true.
I mean, you got guys are basically getting assaulted when Jordan was playing, and now you freaking twap LeBron's like left nut hair, and it's a foul. So
We're not going to do this though because the players in the '90s were just far worse than they are today. Hate to be that guy, but Mark Price is not leading the league in 3-point percentage in 2020.
so they pulled
If you
Kershaw.
want- If
I
you want
haven't
an
been paying-
example,
So Atlanta's hot right now.
Atlanta's more than hot.
How did that ball get through the infield A and get to the fence B? That Freeman ground ball, by the way. That was insane. He just hit a ground ball first.
Before this inning, Kershaw was pitching really well. I mean,
And even then, the hit he gave up to Acuna was a clown hit, and then he got the second.
either way, gentlemen, I appreciate you letting me come on and talk a little bit.
I thank you for coming on.
Anytime you want to have me, I'll hop on.
Cool.
Talk current events and sport.
And get
Or
on to
whatever.
the non-after dark ones,
Sure.
The
Whatever you guys,
the regular episodes where we don't just yell at each other the whole time.
Perfect. All right. Where
Yeah.
there's a little bit more of a script, and I'll prepare some notes.
Okay.
I'll do whatever you guys want. I'll bring in the sport
Are we
management
stopping?
perspective.
I don't know if we're stopping. I think Russo.
I have
Okay.
I have some assignments to complete here before tomorrow, so I'm gonna get going here. But I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks
I
for
hope
coming on.
everybody's out there staying safe. And yeah, thank you. So we'll see you guys.
See you later.
Bye.
All right, take care, guys.
See
Take
you,
care.
Russo.
See
See you,
ya.
man.
See you later.
Get a load of this guy.
What guy?
Any of the guys. Get
That's
a load of Mark for thinking we're stopping.
No,
Trick
my
back,
girlfriend called. And so now I've got two conversations going on at once. I'm trying to listen about women's fighting in the WNBA in one ear.
Why does your girlfriend care about women?
Hi. Hi, Mark's girlfriend.
Yeah, this is Hannah.
Hi.
Hello, Hannah.
You're on the best podcast on planet Earth now.
Yeah. Zach says you're on the best podcast on planet Earth.
I'd beg to differ. Have you ever listened to the Jocko podcast?
No,
shut up about
unsurprisingly,
Jocko.
I haven't fucking listened to the Jocko podcast.
Well, no wonder why you don't know what the best podcast on the earth is.
I do. It's this one.
What are you talking about?
It's certainly not this episode of this podcast.
Oh, they found me.
Connor, what are you playing?
I'm back on this game. Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Nice.
I haven't touched my Xbox in like a week.
I see. We've now hit the Connor's playing video games and Josh is just gone portion of the show.
Josh is a bum. Okay,
That's true. He's got no heart.
that's true.
Zero passion.
If Josh had heart, he'd still be showing his face on camera.
Josh
I might
leaves.
say.
Josh leaves freaking mason jars in other people's apartments. Just does not feel the need to come pick them up. From my
Before we get into this, I will just say that some housekeeping stuff before we head out. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at HotStoveWNYO. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below if you're feeling frisky. We got new stuff coming soon. Next episode of the podcast is coming out this upcoming Wednesday, as it is every single Wednesday at noon. So make sure to check back for that. Maybe we'll actually have a script and we won't go for 6 hours next time. Anyways, this has been Hot Stove After Dark episode 2. If you've made it this far,
God bless you.
God bless you if you made it this far.
Congratulations.
You deserve a cookie. Go treat yourself, but don't eat the cookie.
No, do eat the cookie. Go treat
Don't
yourself.
eat the cookie.
Just
If you made
look
this
at
far,
And
go
wake
eat
up. Wake up at 5:30 tomorrow
No.
morning, and go get some.
at 0500.
Yes, sir.
Eat
Oh,
the
500.
cookie.
You got to wake up from the rack at 0500, right, Connor?
You got to get out of the rack at 05:30.
Ah, okay.
I
Well,
can't stand you sometimes.
I can't stand myself sometimes. That's
Good.
I realize I'm too damn hard.
amen to that, brother, man. Anyways, this has been Hot Stove After Dark episode 2. We will see you next time on the show. Goodbye, everybody.
Allegedly.
Yep.
Out.